he who desires the office of a bishop desires a good thing. He must be the husband of one wife. I don't want to become bishop.
That man also made mention that in 1 Timothy chapter 3, he says he who desires to be a bishop must be a husband of one wife. Since he don't want to be a bishop, or he is not a bishop, then he has the right to marry more than one wife. That is error in reasoning. That is fallacy. Because if you check other qualifications or characteristics of what will qualify a man to be a bishop or an elder, you will discover that they are all virtues that a Christian should develop right from when he comes into Christ. Right from when a person is born again, the person has to start developing all those virtues, all those characteristics. So when the person is now matured and has overcome all the temptations many people who lack self-control will demonstrate, then the person is now qualified because he's now matured, he's now complete in all those things. And so those are basic characteristics a common Christian should have. So if you are a Christian and you lack those virtues, then you are not a Christian for the first place. So whether you are going to be a bishop or not, it is commanded that a person should have those characteristics. So now it is a question of one who has been able to develop self-control over time, and he is now matured, he is now sound to lead others. So for you to be a leader, you must be able to develop those characteristics and start from one to another. So polygamy is not the issue of capacity, it's the issue of morality, because it is the issue of those who lack self-control, who have not been able to develop those characteristics to now have self-control. And somebody said in that video, what if a person gets old and the wife is no longer satisfying him or her, or is satisfying him, so he needs another wife?
The man is getting old and the woman is getting old, and the woman no longer have urge for sexual stuff, and is it allowed for the man to take another wife?
You see, it is the issue of self-control. It is not the issue of whether time or the issue of capacity. So it only shows that people lack the self-control to remain with one woman until death will do them part. They lack the self-control, and that is what they are demonstrating. And instead of them to face and overcome that weakness, they want to use it as a criteria so that they will feel okay when they deviate from the standard of God. Whether you are a bishop, whether you are an elder or not, God requires that you develop those virtues that are listed in that passage. Now, the lady who tried a bit to align with the standard of the moral governor made mention of something, that there is difference between the Old Testament and New Testament. Sure, that is true.
That woman. So that's the New Testament. And then in the Old Testament, you will find out that yes, God did not punish those people, Jacob, Solomon, and all those other people that had more than one wife. But if you notice, they always had a problem. Let me back it up. Hold on.
But the man who spoke also came out to say, no, that Jesus did not say he's going to destroy the law, but he is going to fulfill it. Now, what is the meaning of to fulfill something? To fulfill means to bring something to an end. And so when Jesus came, he did not just come to scatter the law, say this law is not valid. No, because the law was a prophecy which he was coming to fulfill. And that is why in that Matthew chapter 5, if you read down from verse 17, it says that, and a dot, an iota of the law will not pass away until they are brought to an end. So Jesus came to straighten and give a proper interpretation of the law, then to do away with it. In the Christian dispensation, we are no longer depending on the practices of the old covenant, and that is where many people get it wrong today. So the moral governor has a standard, and he has given this standard that a man should be with one woman. The only thing that can separate marriage is death. You have to be with your wife. So if you are coming into marriage, you should get the understanding that you must play by the rules according to the moral governor. Now let me also take you to the writings of Apostle Paul in chapter 7 verse 1. perhaps verse 2, if you read that passage. He said for him, he would have said that a man should stay alone, but because of fornication,